Strider. Let's light it up!
Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey! Are you sure you're all right?
Fear not. Fighting is what I do best. Illusion shattered! Shine down! Illusion!
Are you alright?
I'm fine. There is no escape! Shine down! Now you shall perish! Erase all threats! There is no escape! My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back. We'll deal with the monsters. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too! Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men! They're coming back for more!
Don't!
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent and their willingness to grant. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where your excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. Just the sight of you appearing before us once. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Protect the almighty Shogun!
Adorn my night! Wind Strider! Dodge this!
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Stay put!
As one with wind and cloud! Time to go! Cool it!
That's gonna hurt in the morning!
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup.
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun safely...
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further. We are brothers in arms.
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we do best. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. Only Her Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the almighty Shogun.
Thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. With you leading us, we will...
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always... The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, you could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless. But even so, they are due a resolution.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years late...
Thank you for your comforting words. But I used to think just like that samurai. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior, even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still... Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient, and have much to be proud of. As the Raiden Shogun they revere.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origins of this incident.
Alrighty then, let's move on. It looks calm on the outside. She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her. Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up. What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My butt... It looks like the situation is more... No need. Can you help me walk? I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami's shrine.
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with...
Yeah. Time to go.
Let's light it up!
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
It's getting worse again. This is a place I once sealed off with my own... It looked...
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Mako? Where are we Paimon's dizzy. Where did we get sucked into this time? Whoa. This place... Look! Look over there! It's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the One Within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the One Within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice!
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe... But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by... I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Wait! The atmosphere in...
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by... As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, but inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battle. Hey, showdown with the Shogun? Never thought we'd see that day.
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. I would not try to change her.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just want the best for Inazuma.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits Ei's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she... Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred... All of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have... You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A! In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni Maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Evasion is futile. Insolent. Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! Shine down! Pathetic! Weak! Pathetic! The eye sweeps the lands. There is no escape. The Kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Decided. This world kept a fleeting shadow. Be gone! Illusion shattered! There is no escape! Now you shall perish! The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Illusion shattered! Shine down, weak! Torn to oblivion! Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
In this realm, she was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living beings, including you and me.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending battle?
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter 500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old... It is about time that I learned to trust them. I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. During my absence, I place everything in Miko's hand.
But this...
Pass on my words.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? Are we really just gonna leave A and the Shogun to keep on duking it out in there for... She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times, and has a history of rushing into difficult... What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen, and then she might never leave again! Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last time! Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her win the fight? Well, whatever, we can't let anything bad happen to A while she's in there! Oh, but we also can't get in there anymore! Okay, well, first things first, we gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice, don't feel time on now! Okay, maybe if we both ram into it at the same time really, really hard. Oh, you're right, Paimon nearly forgot. playing...
Protection of the Electro-Archon.
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech, do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Oh, yeah, something really big's happening.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even... Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. Presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help?
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this...
Aha, you're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura. And from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually been there, so you tell me. What was it like? Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
Narukami, please.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where A...
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you...
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away. This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia...
What? Alright, well, Paimon's staying here then. You two can go in.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, always stay...
You... Paimon had it up to here with both of you!
Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. I say... Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being... Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Get to work. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
How can this be? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years? This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Over countless battles, not once have you lost. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you? For your firm commitment to enforcing the... You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this... Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. Yet, you have endured. I will endure forever. Ha! Witness the final calamity. Illusion shattered. Shine down. This is the end. I believed you were incapable of but a will that cannot be eroded has... You need not worry about the future. And you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, yet my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess. And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me. I noticed it also. Just now this power is beyond the limits of... This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and... When I clasped, it was at once a familiar feeling. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from this day forth. This body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call... I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform... But as a warrior, It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power... A convoluted way to reach you, but... Well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time, there was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. But... You never mentioned that everything happened so suddenly. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could... In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. Don't look down on me. See? It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for... Here, take it. But it is you who must take the most important step.
Light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future. Nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now. because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred sock. No matter what you make of it, it's quite...
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is... Eternity is a concept intimately...
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precise. And yet, that sense of disorderliness...
I don't fully understand yet.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto.
I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher power really was involved in all of this. But whatever the explanation, her solution is what saved us all. Without the sacred Sakura...
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and...
No. But I understand why now.
But don't you think that
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously...
Ugh. Now...
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it... And obviously I played my... It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you... Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you? At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment, and the flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
I thought that the flow of time was the same. My first thought was... But it turned out you had come to rest. You too have my thanks.
A, how are you feeling?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fight.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, I have to say. This has reminded... She even fact... It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing!
Thank you.
Today, at long last, Makoto and you are Inazuma's past.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on.
Makoto said the exact same thing!
Great minds think alike, I wonder, does that qualify me to maybe? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more
We will have to end the frivolities there. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma. After that...
Really? That's
I am no longer pursuing any I don't doubt that many challenges lie. I'm looking for.